Good morning. My name's Peter. We're going to talk about a couple mutual funds today. Like the last two videos I've done, this is my third one so far. We're going to talk about a really old one. We're going to talk about one that's in my portfolio. So let's get right into it. First one we've got today is the Vanguard Wellington Fund, which was opened in 1929, July 1st. 1929. It is the ticker symbol of VWELX, and that sucker is 93 years old. In that time, it has averaged 8.17%. Pretty good return. I believe that gives you the double every 7 or 8 years at 8%. I don't remember the exact numbers. It doesn't really matter. It's made money for the last 93 years. So in my opinion, if it's still open, we should buy it. So let's take a look at this. The opening amount that you're allowed to put in is $3,000. Eddie, that was for you. So if we had put in $3,000 in 1929 and done nothing but leave it alone until yesterday or Friday for 93 years, that would have grown to $4,457,000. So 93 years ago, if your great-grandmother had thrown $3,000 into this fund and never touched it again, there'd be $4.4 million in there for you. I doubt there's anybody that actually did that. But if you got started in it today and it was averaging 8.17%, in 10 years, if all you'd done is just put in $3,000 for the first initial investment, you'd be up to $6,580. But if you would have gone in with $3,000 every year at 8.17% in 10 years, you'd have a growth of up to $47,391. At 20 years, it'd be $151,000. At 30 years, it'd be $379,000. And at the 42-year mark, you'd break $1 million. You'd have $1,035,489.29, which is pretty impressive. All you would have had to put in is 90. What is that? What's that? 42 times $3,000, $126,000. They wind up giving you an extra $909,000. It's a pretty good deal if you ask me. But let's say, just for fun, we were able to put in $3,000 for 93 years and just left it, not pulled any out. You could have $58 million at the end of that. So man, that compound interest is extremely impressive. So let's move on. Vanguard Wellington Fund, pretty good fund, long term. It'd be a good fund to have. I hope y'all get started in something, but again, this is a good one to start with. The next one is the T. Rowe Price New Horizon Fund. This is one that I have. I've got it in my 401k at the moment. That one opened June 3rd, 1960, so it is 62 years old today. The initial investment that they allow you to put in is $2,500. So let's do this real quick. At 10 years, only putting in $2,500. The first year you'd have $7,490. But if you did $2,500 every year, you could have $48,023 after 10 years. So you put in 25 grand, you wind up with 48,000. seems like a pretty good deal. This one averages 11.6 as of, I believe, Friday. They updated that. Today is September 18th. It's Sunday morning, about 5:40 in the morning. It's the only time I have to do this, so here we go. At 20 years, you could have $191,000 if you put in $2,500 every year. Now, one thing to remember, the initial investment, that's your minimum contribution that they allow you to open the fund with. There's no limit to how much you can actually put in. I do this just because it's easy. It's easy math, easy to do the compounding interest with the exact same amount once a year for years and years and years. So if all you did was just match your initial investment, $2,500, $2,500, $2,500 for years, after 20 years, $191,000 with $50,000 of initial investment, or total contribution rather. And let's run this all the way out to the full 62 years of this, with only contributing a single contribution of $2,500 at 11.6%. In 62 years, you could have $2.25 million, which, okay, so $2,254,862. So your growth would be $2,252,000 over 62 years. That's a pretty good deal if you can wait that long. A lot of the guys that I work with are not that old. I'm not young enough to be able to do this for 62 years. I'd be 100 years old in 62 years. But let's say in 40 years from now, I'll be 78. That's a reasonable amount of time. That'd be $201,000 if all I'd ever done was put in $2,500. But if I'd put in $2,500 for 40 years, so what is that? $100,000. I'd have $1.9 million. So $1,915,556. That's a pretty good deal just to put in $2,500 a year. You can break that out. 2,500 divided by 12. That's $208 a month. Shoot, even guys working at McDonald's can afford that if they do their budgets right. So let's get on it. Let's start investing. Long term, you don't have to be old and working. You can invest now in your youth, and you can have a retirement that's not needing you to work to survive. If we do the work at a young age, we can set it and be like the old man from the infomercial. Set it and forget it. I feel like this is a shorter video than I've been doing, but again, it's important. Let's get started. If we can start now, you'll have something when you retire. So today we did the Vanguard Wellington Fund, VWELX, and we did the T. Rowe Price New Horizons Fund of PRNHX. Those are the ticker symbols. Take a look at them. See if they're worth your time. I hope they are. If they're not, I hope you find some that are. Again, I will continue to do these at least once a week. If y'all want to keep watching, I'll keep doing them. I'm going to do these for a while. Thank y'all for joining me today. Hope y'all have a great day, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks.